Hey you guys, I have a big haul for you today, not huge, but I'm excited to show you everything that I purchased. I went to the mall and I was getting gifts for people, which I'll get into in a moment, and I've got a few things that I purchased actually in the US that I haven't shown you yet, so let's get started. Okay, first I have a gift from a company called Bubbles. You've seen me do a haul from this company before. They've got lots of soaps and body splashes and lotions, etc. So I actually purchased just one thing from them this time, but I wanted to show you the bag first. Beauty inspired by nature. This is a company in Egypt. You can find it in all the different malls, etc. I like the cute bag. So, this is what I purchased. I'm going to be going to India soon. I used to live in India and I taught a lot of students while I was there. I lived on a campus that had a school and a hospital, and the school was quite large, so I got to spend time with lots of the kids there. And long story short, I'll get into it more. I'm going to visit them and I'm so excited to see them, catch up with all of them. And so I'm going to be staying with one of the students that I was closest to. And this is a gift for his wife. He's married now and has 2 little ones, so I'll show you the gifts for them. But this is a scent called Love in Bali. It's a body splash. I'm going to read the back to you because it just sounds lovely the way they describe it. So it says, indulge in a heavenly scented body splash to induce feelings of freshness. Infused with moisturizing glycerin to keep your skin soft. Lightly mist over your body for a delicately scented skin. Okay. Because it's a gift, I'm not going to spray it, but I did get to test it at the store before purchasing it, and it smells really nice. They've got some palm trees on there. Oh my gosh, that looks like dragon fruit, which makes sense in Bali. That's actually, you can find dragon fruit there. Okay, wait, but look at, they've even got this nice fruit here on the palm tree. It looks like a coconut. Anyway, it's lovely. And it's got a really fresh scent. It's a bit sweet and fresh. And I hope that she'll love it. I am so excited to meet her. It's my first time meeting her in person and it's quite meaningful. The students that I spent the most time with and got to know the most lived on campus at the school, which is fairly common in India. often lived abroad because they were trying to like work to send money home, or maybe they had passed away, or had AIDS was one of the things, or some of them, their parents just lived really far and sent their children to, essentially it's like a boarding school, and it was an English medium school, so it was like a good education for them. So I was kind of like resident mom, sister, friend, mentor to about 50 kids that actually lived on the campus when I was there. And the gifts that I'm showing you now are for the family of one of the guys he was a boy when I knew him, but he's older now, of course. I mean, I lived there for over a period of 5 years on and off, so they all grew up while I was with them. But now he's got a baby girl, and he actually has an older girl, 4 years old, and a baby who's almost 10 months old. And so he was like, I call him my little brother in Telugu, which is the language that is spoken in the part of India where I lived. If you're from the south of India, it's the language Telugu, and I call him Tomudu, and he calls me Akka, older sister. So yeah, his family wasn't available really. His dad was not alive, but his mom was alive. She just lived pretty far, and he got a sponsorship to go to this school. So that meant someone paid for him to go to the school, someone who wanted to like help him out. So he's the funniest, sweetest. I love him so much, and I'm so excited to meet his little ones. So this is a set of 3 little onesies. And it's for 9 to 12 months, because when I give it to the baby girl, she'll be about 10 months old. So I want it to kind of like last for a little bit of time, but babies grow so fast. So the first one says simply, I love mummy. And then the other 2 I'll show you from this side. I just think this print is really sweet and simple. And I love this one too. It's just like a light pink and a cream. And then they've got the little buttons down for the onesies. And what else does it say on here? I love it. They called it a bodysuit. That's cute. And then it's in Arabic on the back. So it kind of feels like I'm meeting like nieces, you know? Of course, I've seen millions of pictures of them, but meeting in person will be very exciting. I'm going to put this here. Okay, let's see. Next, I'm going to show you what I got for his older daughter. This is a toy store in Egypt. It's called Hanley's. Okay, so he told me that his 4-year-old is really into slime. So I got her a 4-pack. So there's a purple, a pink, like a beautiful kind of turquoisey colour, and then this one I think is like silver with mix-ins. I think I'm going off of this one because it shows that it's silver here, and then it has like add-ons with glitter and different things. You can kind of see here. Yeah, it's called Crazy Slimy. So this was 380 Egyptian pounds, which is approximately maybe $11 US. This is super expensive in Egypt though. So all the slime packages were like ridiculously expensive. This sounds so good. Let's see, what does it say on this side? They've covered it up with a sticker. So it says 6+, but no problem. She's 4. I feel like she was just born though. Okay, so that's for her. And then I've got a gift for his mother-in-law, because that's the home I'll be staying in. It's the home of his mother-in-law, which that's very normal in India. So because they have young children, his wife is staying at her mother's home. He is staying at their home because it's close to his work, so that's just so normal there. It happens all the time for different times of life and seasons. Let me grab the product. So it's 100% natural handmade body care products is what they sell. It's made in Egypt. So actually I'm either going to give this to his mother or his mother-in-law, dependent on what I find in terms of gifts before I leave. It's 100% shea butter, and in India women work so hard. They work so hard with their hands, cooking, cleaning, everything is just like really hands-on, manual, laundry, everything is a lot. So their skin is often, you know, tough and that sort of thing. But they're great, like they have coconut oils and things like that for their hairs. So I can't remember seeing, I'm sure there's some like moisturizers that are used for body and hands there, but it's usually so humid in India that it wasn't something I saw a lot of. But I just thought it might be nice because of how much the older women there use their hands, that they do get really kind of roughed up. I thought this might be nice for either his mother-in-law or mum. We're gonna drive out or take, I think it's like, he said it's 3 modes of transportation to get to his mum's home. But that's worth it to me because like I can't really explain it in words. It's, you know how words just can't do justice how meaningful these people are to me. The students, like, I can't even explain. And so it's like his mom, and like she was alone without her husband and has 2 other children. So when he was young, like, he got the opportunity to go to this school, so she sent him there, and he never got to go home because it's too far. and no one would ever come visit him because it was too far, and his mom was taking care of the other two children. And so it's like most of the kids that lived in the hostel on the campus that I lived on in, you know, the weekends, their parents might come to see them for like a few hours that we had like open time for that. But yeah, most kids' lives in India is just literally studying constantly. I kid you not. At the time, they had 1 hour of play each day. 1 hour. This was the schedule. They'd wake up at like, I don't know, 5:36, do all the showers. Then they would go and study for 1 hour. Then they would have devotion time for about 30 minutes. Then they eat breakfast. Then they go to school for like whatever, however many hours that is. They have lunch, but there's not like a playtime at lunch really. It's just like eat your lunch in like a little bit of time, but not like a recess kind of thing. Then they go back and they study again in school for the remainder of the day. And then after school, the kids in the hostel that lived on the campus would come back to the hostel and change their clothes and study for an hour more. I kid you not, just right from school, change your clothes, study hall it was called, with the teachers that were there on the campus. And then they would get a snack and they would get to play for 1 hour. And then they would go and shower. Maybe their snack was right after school. I can't remember when the snack was. Anyway, they played for 1 hour. And then they showered again. And then they studied for another hour in study hall, ate dinner, and studied for another hour before sleep. And I was with them almost all of those hours in the study halls and playtime in the mornings. It was like non-stop. And yeah, I just got really close with all of them, and I love them more than I can explain, really. So to get to meet his mom is like, I think I'll probably just like cry the whole trip when I see my students. And I don't know, there's something in me when I meet his mom, because I know like he's just the most special kid, and it will just mean a lot. So he and another one of my students I was really close to, they'll pick me up from the airport and then I'll go stay with his family. And it will be great. Alright, so the next few things I have are things I actually got in the US that I've been wanting to show you, but I just couldn't like figure out a video to get them in, so this was kind of perfect because it's a haul. So I've got 2 pairs of flip-flops here. The first pair looks like this, and the back. So these were from Dollar Tree, which is $1.25 now. But I get it. My mic is like here, so I'm kind of like moving it. I like the design. Kind of got like a boho feeling to it. I use these constantly. I use them for the shower, I use them for walking around my apartment, I use them for the shower at the gym. So I have like a different pair for everywhere. And yeah, I wanted some new ones because the older ones I got are kind of like falling apart. One of them in particular, this part just keeps like pulling out. So, got a few more of these. So guys, I hope you can love the videos that I'm gonna film for you in India. I'm actually going to North India for 2 days prior to where I used to live in the south, because I've never been to the north, and I wanted to film at the Taj Mahal for you guys. I'm not a big tourist gal, I don't know, but I got to film at the pyramids here in Egypt, and I got to film at the Eiffel Tower in France, and the what's it called in Canada, the Grand, I can't think of the name, you know what I'm talking about. And so I kind of just like think that's a really cool thing for our channel, to get to do that, to keep filming in places that are like world monument type things, you know, wonders of the world. And so it's like, if I'm going to be going to the south of India, why don't I just book a flight to the north and spend a few days there, film a video or two, then go to see my kids. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to India, you guys, together. I'm so excited. I mean, us together. I'm going by myself, but like, I feel like we're going together. And yeah, it's a trip I've been planning for actually 3 years. I had been planning this trip. I've got a second pair here. I'm gonna tap and scratch on these, also from Dollar Tree. I had been planning this trip since before COVID, actually. And long story short, some major life events happened for me, and then also COVID made it so that I couldn't go to India. It was really bad in India, and couldn't get in. Wasn't allowed in during that time, obviously. In fact, that's what I had been planning to go when I ended up coming to Egypt. It was the time frame that I was hoping to go to India, and I couldn't, so I thought, well, I speak Egyptian Arabic basics and read and write in Arabic and love this culture, so why don't I go to Egypt, because it opened up to US citizens during COVID first. It was one of the first countries you could travel to, along with Morocco, but I'd been to Morocco 3 times at that point, so I thought, I'll go to Egypt and I'll film some videos and I'll pray about next steps in my life, and then maybe I can go to India right after that and just pop over there and then back to the States. Like, I didn't really know I'd be staying in Egypt. When I got here, India stayed closed for quite a while, and I just kind of remembered my passion for this part of the world. Not remembered, but like, it wasn't the reason I came. Yeah, so I was only going to be here for like 1 to max 3 months, and then thought I could go see my students in India, but I couldn't. They weren't open, and I just was like, wait, this is like, I learned Arabic because I wanted to live in this part of the world, and I'm here now, and I'm remembering that, and I love this. So that's how I ended up staying here. So this is a long time coming, this trip, and I'm reaching out to all my students who, thank God for social media, I've been able to stay in touch with them because of that. Otherwise, yeah, just would never have had the opportunity. It's very far apart. So these have, I don't know, I think they're supposed to be little fruits. Maybe they're supposed to be little nectarines or something. But they're really cute. And again, I'm super OCD about wearing these in the shower, even my own shower. That's how OCD I am. I don't know, I can't stand the feeling of like a wet floor that someone else has stood on. I don't know, it gives me like the heebie-jeebies. I can't do it. Okay, the last item is another pair of shoes. I got these in the US also, but I got them on Amazon. And if you've been with my channel for any time, you know that I wear Dr. Scholl's, and only Dr. Scholl's for the most part, if at all possible. I'm very prone to accidents, you guys, and I have injuries on both of my little pinky toes from kicking them into things over the years. And I'm a dancer, so I have to be like really cautious with them and like baby them sometimes because I need to be dancing on them regularly, and they just need very, very strong, sturdy, supportive shoes. So I found that Dr. Scholl's really works for me, and they have like really cute designs. Like all my boots are from there, or all of my shoes are from there. They have like cute like shoes though. They've recently kind of changed their sizing though. I had originally purchased this exact shoe a year ago when I visited the US, and I got it in my normal size, which is a 9.5, which is like really big for women's shoes, but I wear a 9.5. And all my other shoes from Dr. Scholl's 9.5, but it came and it was way too big, so I returned them and they didn't have a 9, so I got another pair of shoes from them. It's the cream coloured shoes that I've shown you maybe once before. But unfortunately, they have like a back on them that really, really irritates your heel when you wear them, which I've never experienced with Dr. Scholl's. I've always had them. They're always so comfortable from the first time I wear them. This is not an ad, it just sounds like it. But yeah, so I wore them twice and like destroyed my heel, so it's like, well, that wasn't worth it. So this time when I went back to the US, I found that they had a 9 in this shoe and I got it. And I think what I'm going to do with the cream coloured shoes that are very painful, I'm going to like cut out the back of a sock and I'm going to like hot glue it to the back of the shoe so that there's like a sock there all the time. Otherwise I can't wear it. I've worn it with socks once, which looked real cool. But I didn't have a choice. I got some looks that day, and I just looked right back at those people with a big smile. So that's my little random haul for you guys today. I love little hauls like this though, and love when people just buy stuff and just talk about it and chit chat about it and tap on it. It's probably my favourite kind of ASMR video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for everything, and I love you guys very much. And I hope to see you in the next videos. Bye for now. Hey you guys. So in this video I'm going to be doing a little haul for you from 2 stores. First store, H&M, and the second store is called, I'm going to show you the bags of each store. This store is called Mini. So
these shops were both at a mall called City Stars in Egypt. And let me show you the back of this too. Miniso from Japan. So it's N-I-N-I-S-O, Japan. It's a Japanese store. So I just got, I think it's like 2 items from this store, and then the rest was H&M. So I got to go to this really beautiful mall the other day, and I was actually there, like actually looking for things to purchase, clothing items, and a few things. I'll just get into it, okay? So the first item from H&M is this necklace. I had actually had my eye on this necklace for quite some time. I've seen it at H&M many times, and I kind of had planned a day of actually like shopping and grabbing some things that I mostly needed, but some wanted. This was a want, obviously. I don't need it. I like that there are 2 necklaces in one, and I don't know why, I just really liked it. So I have not taken it off of this yet because I wanted to tap on it for you. But I'm hoping it's the right length. I think it will be. This was approximately 200 Egyptian pounds, which is equivalent to about $12 US. So I'm excited to try this on. Okay, next I'm going to show you a dress. Actually, no, I'll go with a shirt. You guys are going to recognize this shirt today. I dropped one. Let's grab one that I dropped. I've got 3 tops that are quite similar, but they are kind of longer sleeved shirts for the winter here, and they were buy 2 and get 1 free. I'll show you the thing I got free, because I did end up getting 3 sweaters, so 2 sweaters and I got 1 thing free, but I got a 3rd sweater as well. I'm wearing one. This is the 2nd, and the 3rd I will show you in a moment. So this might look familiar. I have a dress made of this exact same material from H&M. It's like a cropped top, and it's got long sleeves here, and I actually got it in, I think, a large, no, I got a medium. Okay, I'm usually a small, but I found that the dress that I got there in the same material shrunk quite a bit when I purchased it. So I'm sorry, when I washed it, when I purchased it, it shrunk. So when I washed it, it shrunk quite a bit, and so I got a medium in this. And I do wear like an actual shirt. I'll show you underneath. Well, I'll just show you like this. Let's see. Can you see? So I have a shirt under here with the kind of a cropped, most of them. The blue one's a bit longer than this one, but this is also one of them. This one is obviously kind of a brown tan colour. It says socially distanced. That's not why I got it. I just really liked the colour and design, and I do like that there's words here in this colour. It just says that. It wasn't like I don't know. I didn't have a heart connection with the words. I usually don't like words on my shirts, so I'm glad it's small. But it's really cute. I think this is a medium also, because I like how it fits now, and a tiny bit smaller would be okay, but I don't like when it gets too tiny or too tight. So So that's one. And yeah, so it's a funny story. My dress that's in this colour, when I was coming back from the US, I think it's something, it might have been my acetone. I can't figure out what it was. Something like must have spilled on the dress and it has a stain on it. And I still will wear it because I don't really care that much, but I love that dress. I think it's my favourite dress. And when I went and I saw that they had the crop top in it also, I grabbed it because I really like it. It's probably one of my favourite colours to wear, and I will wear it quite a bit here as we're going into the winter. So I'm still, the tags are still on everything. I'm still deciding if there's anything I want to return. But I like to take things home and then try them on and kind of feel them and see if I really like them or not. The sad thing is I went back for that red jacket I've been talking about. Recently I've mentioned the red jacket, I liked it the small a few times and I could not find it. It was very sad. But maybe I'll try again. I went with some friends and they were like helping me look. It was kind of funny how much we looked for the red jacket. We could not find it. I could not remember. We thought we remembered the store it was in and it wasn't there, so we didn't know if it just was gone out of the store's stock now or something, or if it was a different store that the jacket was in. So that is that. I'm going to show you some rings that I purchased. Actually, I purchased these for our channel. This channel. I say ours because I feel that it's ours together. So I have been wanting to get a set of silver rings for quite some time, but I just haven't found the right set yet, and I did come across a set I really liked finally, and it's reasonable, and it like there are 6 rings here. And I have lots of gold rings, not real gold, but like things like this, but I don't have a lot of silver. And often when I put a set of nails on, they look better. Some look better with silver, or they have hints of silver in the nails. So I prefer to wear silver, but I just don't have a ton. So isn't this one cute? I really like this one a lot. And then I also really love this one. I think this is my favorite, second favorite. I like this one too. A little one here, some bands, and then something that could be, I don't know, for themed videos or something like that. I believe this was £150. It's about like $9 US. It says made in India on the back. I love India so much. So much. Actually, India opened up to foreigners traveling in recently. I've been waiting for India to open after COVID for almost 2 years. Not quite, but so let's just say 1.5 years. I had actually planned a trip, or was going to plan a trip to India, and it didn't get to happen because of COVID. That's actually why I ended up in Egypt, because I was actually wanting to go to India, and I thought I'd film some videos there and see. I used to live there, so I wanted to see all the people that I love so much, that are like family to me, and it wasn't open, and I've had to wait, so I ended up coming to Egypt. And I just really love it in Egypt, so I'm living here now. But I still really wanted to get to India at some point. So one of my old students let me know recently that it's opened up. And we were so excited. to possibly have me get to go and visit. So I'm hoping that in the next 6 months I can go and travel there. You can kind of feel here, see the logo H&M kind of printed into the paper. Okay. The next item is actually from the second store, and it is a set of flip-flops. Miniso or Miniso. I don't know how to pronounce it, so please correct me if you know the correct way to pronounce the shop name. I got these. I'd just been wanting to grab some I can't tell you how many languages just went through my head just now trying to say this. Okay, so it's a sandal, I think, in English, right? And then in Arabic, I would call this a ship. Is that correct? Is this what would qualify as ship for my Egyptian friends out there? And then actually in India this is called chappals. So my brain just did like, I don't know, backflips or something. These are just for like when you use someone's restroom in Egypt, there's usually some sandals outside of the restroom that you can wear because you take your shoes off when you come into the homes. And so when you go into the restroom, you can put some sandals on. And I only had a pair for myself. So I got a pair. So that there wouldn't just be mine. People that come to see me don't just have to wear my pink flip-flops. Oh, that's the other word, flip-flop, went through my head. I think this is flip-flop. I'm wrong. I don't think this is a sandal in English, right? I think it needs to be called flip-flop. I can't remember how much this was, but it seems decent quality. Look at the tiny little grooves along here. So it's just got, I just kind of grabbed any design, and it just had this palm trees on it. There's actually a bit of texture on the actual flip-flop as well. I was looking for jeans and overalls, and it's hard for me to find jeans at the moment. because no offense, but I can't stand mom jeans. I'm so sorry for anyone I'm hurting. I really don't like mom jeans, and they're kind of all you can find right now. So it's going to take me some time to find some jeans that I like. But I did find a set of overalls that were really cute from the store called Pull and Bear. Clothes are like super expensive in Egypt, like so expensive in Egypt, which is so confusing to me because the salaries are so much lower here and the clothes are just so much more expensive. So I like try to find deals of some sort when I purchase clothes here, but the overalls were like probably going to be about $50. But I will say they were really good quality and they would last so long. So that would be fine. I would be okay with that. That's a really good price for them actually. But other things are just very pricey in comparison to what you could purchase them for in the US. In fact, often when people come from the US to Egypt to visit family and friends here, they will often bring clothes. People will request certain clothing items because they're so much cheaper in the US. So I'm trying to find like reasonable jeans and overalls and a few different things. This is the second item from Miniso. It's considered a perfume, but it's more like I don't know, it feels like a body spray of sorts. But it was very reasonable. It's like $9 US, and I was looking for like a perfume because my little bottle that I've had for so long, it finished the other day. I was like, there's nothing coming out. So I tested a few scents at the mall the other day. I didn't test very many, and since this was quite reasonable, especially for, you know, perfume that would last quite a long time, I went for it, and I really like it. It's called Sweet, and it's actually like a mix of like sweet and like a citrus, almost like, you guys know I love lemon. I honestly, there's like a tiny undertone of like lemon in the sweetness. It's like smelling like lemonade, but not actually very sweet. Just a nice, I don't know, how do I describe it? Let's see. I'll try to describe it for you. It says sweet, fruity notes. There you go. But I don't really like most fruity notes. I like that it's citrus as the fruity note. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's obviously not like an expensive perfume at $9 and this much perfume, but it's really nice. It's not strong, but I love it's very refreshing. Really, the lemon, the almost like, do you guys know what a pomelo is? Pomelo is kind of like a sweet grapefruit. That's what this smells like. Oh my gosh, yes. It smells like pomelo. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So, you know, like if this was a perfume, if I sprayed it 3 times right here, I'd be like, it's too much. Like, it almost like makes you sick to your stomach. You have to be light on those heavier perfumes. But this one's very refreshing and light. I just realised this is actually, okay, I see. I hadn't really looked closely at it until right now, but it's actually called Sweet Memories, not just sweet. That makes more sense because I was like, it doesn't smell that sweet. Sweet Memories. There we go. Yeah, I kind of get that vibe from it. Going back and forth like this reminds me of a custom video that was requested probably about a year and a half ago, where I took bottles of liquid like this and tapped on them as the bottle moved. You can hear the different changes in like, there you go, that's better. You can hear how the sound changes as you move the liquid around in the bottle. I thought it was such a brilliant custom video idea. Anyway, that's what that's reminding me of. I'm going to grab the box just a moment longer. I think it sounds so good. So let's see. Product features sweet, fruity notes. Ingredients: alcohol, fragrance or perfume, water, aqua. They just had it in 2 languages, and it says to store in a cool and ventilated place, keep out of direct sunlight. How to use: spray the perfume onto wrists, neck, behind ears, in elbows and other pulse points to help scent diffuse. Okay, the next item is the dress that I got. It was the buy 2 get 1 free section. This was one, the blue sweater was the other, and this is what I grabbed as like the free item. It's a very cute dress, and I was kind of in a hurry because we had another friend meeting us, and I was looking through the section that you can choose from, the buy 2 get 1 free section, and I finally found something at the last minute. It's kind of like hard to show a whole dress, but the sleeves are kind of interesting. I guess the top is kind of interesting. It has kind of a large opening here, buttons, collar, and then the dress goes to here. There's a zipper on the side. It's really hard to kind of show you, but I was really happy because I didn't have time to try it on, but I wanted to get the free item, so I kind of had to grab something, and I knew that if I didn't like it I could return and get something different. But I ended up taking this home without trying it on. And it fit perfectly, which is rare. So it looks like it was down to 400 Egyptian pounds. That's about 24 US dollars. I'm trying to see because, you know, usually when it's buy 2 get 1 free, this is obviously buy 2 get 1 free in Arabic, or the equivalent of that. But when you purchase buy 2 get 1 free items, usually the cheapest item is the free item. So I'm not entirely sure if that was £400, how much, let's see how much this one was. What did I say? Yeah, it's 500 Egyptian pounds, so it's more. And this was probably 4 or 5, so So it's likely that this or the dress was the item that came for free. The last item to show you. So the dress obviously is also H&M. The last item was this sweat. It's the same kind of thing, like a sweatshirt that's cropped. It's kind of folded here. This one was not in the buy two get one free section, so but I really liked it, especially because I don't know why. I love the back. It's got these horses kind of running wild because the front says Wild West, and I don't know why. For some reason, I love this. And it's cropped like that. It's kind of like a grey blue, and again, I don't usually like something large written, but I don't mind the small thing here. And I kind of like that it said Wild West and had the horses running free on the back. Okay, so this one was, wow, this is actually £349. It's less than the blue one. This is like 21 US dollars. So I feel these prices are pretty equivalent actually to what I would find in H&M in the US. This says 34% recycled cotton, 40% recycled polyester. And I guess that's just the different languages. That is the last item. I guess I can kind of bring back a few items. I like to bring back the items, but I don't always have a lot of space anymore. So we've got the rings. We've got the perfume. And we've got the necklace. By the way, there will be a no talking version of this as well, per usual. I really want to tap on this. Got to kind of, there we go. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. I talk to myself a lot, and the amount of times that I say that's the stuff to myself throughout the day is significant. I think I'm very funny by myself apparently, so I usually laugh at myself when I say that. Okay. And we've got I'm just gonna call it a ship. It's handle flip up, not really space, I'm just gonna pop it here. We've got a blue sweater, dress, and the last sweater that I'm kind of wearing, testing out. I think I like them so much. I might keep them all, we'll see. Let's bring you into the picture. Okay, you guys, I'm going to give you a random emoji to place in the comment section below if you've made it to the end of the video with me. Let's see, what do we want to go with today? Okay, let's go with the little house. This little house, I think, has like a little tree next to it. There's one like plain house, and then there's one house with a tree, I think. Let's go with the tree with the house next to it. And when I see those little houses in the comment section, I will know that you made it to the end of me. And it's our little secret. I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. See, this is why I don't bring things back to the table anymore. There's like no space. I miss the little brown table. Okay, thank you for everything, you guys. Bye for now.
Hey everybody. In this video, I'm going to be doing an IKEA haul for you. I was at IKEA yesterday and had a few things to purchase, and I love to sit down and show you everything that I got, tap and scratch on everything. So I've got a large bag here. And we're going to go through everything in it. This is the IKEA bag. It's from the Mall of Arabia, which is in Egypt. And this says IKEA in Arabic. Okay, so the first item that I purchased was kind of random. I've seen this pillow so many times there, and I've always loved it when I saw it, but I never actually thought to buy it. I just liked it. And recently I redecorated the guest room in my apartment. I did a little tap through of it as well, but I used kind of yellow accents, and so when I saw this, I don't know, it stood out like, I might be able to pop that as like another yellow accent colour in the living room on this couch behind me. And honestly, I just kept thinking about the great sounds it would make. So, it's a pillowcase, and I bought the insert, the actual pillow as well. And I'll show that to you in a moment. This was 399 Egyptian pounds, and that's equivalent to about maybe $13 US. And the insert, the actual pillow, was like almost the same price. It's 250 Egyptian pounds. Which is like $7, $8 US. So for the whole pillow, like $21-ish, which is quite expensive for a decorative pillow. Well, no, it's quite expensive for a pillow. For a decorative pillow, it's actually pretty normal price that like you would get at Target in the US. So I'm looking forward to putting the pillow in and doing this with it for a video. So I also have this yellow candle behind me from Bath and Body Works. And I got a few other pops of yellow in this haul. There's it's like a little lamp that I purchased from the bazaar, outdoor bazaar here in Egypt. It's like it literally looks like the lamp from Aladdin, like the Europe, like that kind of lamp. And it's purple and yellow, and so when I put that pop of colour into the guest room along with this candle, I guess I got interested in adding pops of yellow in a few other parts of the apartment. Okay, the next item, I'm going to take my headset out because I want to have kind of louder, but it's really loud in my headset. So I got this. This was £99, which is $3 approximately. It was on sale, like 70% off actually, and I really like the colour. It's like kind of vibrant pink. It looks a little more peachy on camera, but it's quite a vibrant pink, and it's a little pot holder. And I have a plant that I've never had a pot for. Actually, I have 3 plants that I don't have pots for, but one of them is like, I don't know if you can see right here, there's a little like snake plant. It's called a snake plant. They have like the long leaves that go up. They're really, really pretty to me, and they're really easy to take care of. Anyway, I got this for that plant there. It's just like a plastic pot holder, and it's got the information here. I'm going to take this off though after filming, but I always want to like try to take it off where it doesn't leave the like stickiness behind. So I feel quite heavy today. Because of everything going on in Palestine and Israel. It's so hard to like go on a normal day when this is happening to other humans as we speak. So it's just the conflict there has been going on so long, and it's just heavy. So if I don't sound as peppy, that's probably why. It's interesting living in Egypt when this is going on, because we're right on the border of Israel and Palestine. So, and it's interesting to hear the hearts of people here in Egypt. I don't know if you can hear, but the pigeon man is back out. It's the season for the pigeon man. I think he comes in waves and seasons. It's starting to get cooler here, like going to be transitioning into, well, it's fall, but like transitioning into a cooler season. I'm wondering if that's like when the pigeon collars come out and start their process. Someone in Egypt do, can you tell me? I'm gonna need to ask my boyfriend and my friends about that too. But let me know if there's like a certain season that the pigeon collars come out. Okay, I'm gonna show you the next item while I continue to tell you about the pigeons. So I got these 2 little towels, and they also have the pop of yellow and the purple, so they actually, I might use them in the guest room for like when guests come. I've only had guests once, but you know, you can hope, right? I want my friends to come, and I'm looking forward to when they do, but it could be a while because some of them have little ones, and it's like, we'll see what we can do. But I'm prepared for when they come. So yeah, the pigeons. Okay, there's like a job here in Egypt for like corralling your pigeons, and on top of many roofs of apartments. Homes here, usually apartments. It's not really like houses per se. It's all apartments, and so or like a villa, literally. And so on the top of a lot of the homes here, you'll see these like, kind of looks like well, kind of like a giant cage, really, like wood pieces, slits, and like a roof. And I didn't know what they were when I first moved here. In fact, I thought it was like a covering for a water, like for a water, what was that called? The place that I lived in India, we had like this large cylinder thing of water that was on the roof, and that's where our water supply came from. So I thought that might be what it was, but turns out it's these little pigeon houses, and people own pigeons here, and they go out and fly for the day, and then they call them back in certain seasons. Pigeons are a normal, actually considered a very special meal in Egypt. They stuff pigeons with like rice, and it's like it's like chicken, you know, but it's a pigeon. So yeah, that's what you're hearing. If you hear like this, it sounds like a bird call, but it's a person making the sounds. When I first moved here, I didn't know I thought it was a bird. I was like, wow, that bird is really going for it every day at the same time. And then my boyfriend told me, no, it's a man making that sound, calling his pigeons. So I actually got 2 of these. They were on sale also for 70% off. They were having a big sale at IKEA. I mean, I feel like not a huge sale, but I happened to find a few things that I really liked that were on sale. And so I got 2. They were on sale for £49 each, which is about $1.50 each. So yeah, it was a good deal. I found them in the department where I was looking for a towel that I just want to have. I want to have a separate towel that I take with me to my dance classes. I don't know why. It's like, I think it's an OCD thing. I only have 4 towels, and they're all from IKEA. They're like bath towels, CD thing. I just want like one towel that goes to the gym, and my bath towels to stay in the bathroom. I don't know. Anybody else understand that? But I'm the kind of person that was like bath slippers, like what are they called in English? Flip-flops in my own shower, because I don't want my feet to touch the floor of the shower. Like I'm just super weird about that stuff. So I was in that section getting a towel for that, which I'll show you in a moment, and I found these. And they just like match perfectly with my little lantern, so I'm excited about that. I'll try to put a link to the walkthrough, the tap through / tour of my guest room. It's a no talking video. I'll do a no talking version as well. Usually I do voiceovers for like the talking version of like tap throughs or walkthroughs, but I'm considering adding a few items to the room that I just got and like doing the talking version, like as I hold the camera and film. It's a little tricky because I'm holding the camera, tapping with the other hand and talking, so we'll see what I can do. But okay, the next item I'm going to try and show you without everything. So this is a mirror, and as you can see in the reflection, there's a second mirror. This was only £79, which is like $2.75, something like that. And actually, the reason that I got these is because when I film, I use my camera on my phone, and I bought this phone because it has such a good camera, but the way to best utilize it is actually to film with the back camera, which means I can't see what I'm filming. The phone has to be flipped where I don't get to see what I'm filming, which isn't ideal for ASMR. It's ideal when you're filming a video and just like you can look at from the back and see, but because I'm wanting to face the camera and see what I'm doing and etc., like see the whole scenery around me, like I really it's harder to use the back camera. So sometimes when I film, I try to put a mirror behind me so I can flip the camera, but I have one mirror that is it's quite thick and heavy, and it's small, but it's kind of delicate, so I don't want to use that anymore because it kind of like I get worried it falls sometimes, so I'm like stacking it on things to get it to the right position where I can see it from here and see behind the camera. Anyway, so I bought 2 of these, and I want to come up with some kind of like contraption so that they're like one on top of the other, like one and then one on top. I need some kind of like cardboard box, which I have, that I want to make a little contraption with them so that I can always put it behind my camera while I'm filming and be able to see a little bit. It's still a bit hard. I definitely prefer just right now I'm just looking right at the camera the whole time and making sure everything's in frame, and you know. There's little pockets of like these little bubbles in the plastic. Can you hear the pigeon collar? I still can't believe that's a person. They're like really, really good at that. It literally sounds like a bird. So yeah, 1 and 2. So together they were not much, $6, something like that, a little over $6. So I'm going to make my own contraption. There were a few other options, but they were just like a little circle mirror, and it had a stand, but it only went so high, and I just want something that I can use very quickly and easily because I film often, obviously. Okay, so next I'm going to grab the pillow. Okay, so next I've got the pillow that goes inside the pillowcase. 30 by 50 centimeters. I forget the where we do centimeters, which is equivalent to 20 by 20 inches. So I'm walking through the pillow section with the pillowcase, trying to find the matching pillow to get with it. I looked for probably, I kid you not, maybe like 10 minutes looking everywhere. Can't find this size pillow, and literally I'd say half the pillows cases they have there in this pillow section are this size, but I can't find this size pillow to fill the case. I finally asked one of the representatives for IKEA, do you guys have the pillows for these? Because it's kind of a whole section in your store. And he's like, oh yeah, we're out of those. So we're suggesting people get the bigger size, and you just really stuff it in there, and it will be kind of really bulky, but just do that. So Egypt, that's so Egypt. We're out of that. It's like I don't know. It's a throw pillow section with primarily, probably hundreds of pillowcases that need this in them. Some of them are rectangle shaped, some are a bit bigger, but good portion are like this. So I noticed that on a top shelf there was one pillow that the case, the pillow was out of the case, but it was up high, and I was like, you see that one there, is it possible that I could take that one? And he grabbed it, he's like, yeah, sure, actually, you can use this. But it was kind of it wasn't new. It seemed it had been in another case, maybe on display for a long time. I won't describe it too well, but it was well, if I have to, it's not horrible, but it's also not ideal, where it's perfectly new, clean, white. I don't know, you get my drift. So I pop these things in my bag, thinking, okay, well, I'll decide when I get to the front if I want to get it, because I don't know, I want a pillow that's not perfectly like this. So I'm walking through the store. Oh, I did try to take the pillows out of the display pillows, but they were zippered in with a little hook, and they took care of it where you can't actually get them out. So I was like, well, okay, let's walk through the store to see what happens. I'll make a decision at the end of this maze. Well, through the maze I saw another section that had they often put these pillows in other sections of IKEA for different reasons, or display, or this or that, and I found one that wasn't zipped, to the wall, and so I just unzipped it, took the pillow out. It didn't have the actual barcode on it though, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna bring the one that I have that has the barcode with me, and the nice one, and say, hey, could I get the nice one and use the barcode on the other? And it worked. So I took it from a display pillow, and it was perfect. I got to do it like I'm writing the correct S. Sounds so nice. Okay, let's see. This guy's so fluffy. And this last towel is what I purchased for the gym. So again, it's that yellow colour. This is more matching with the pillow, kind of a mustard yellow colour. I like how they come with a little little bow around them. And all towels from IKEA come with this little hook, which I really love because it's so easy to just hook onto, the back of the door in the bathroom or the wall, wherever your hook is in the bathroom, instead of like putting the towel over the hook and then it falls down. So I love that. I will try to do a no talking version of this video as well. Most of the time I'm not doing talking and no talking versions, but like I said, for walkthroughs I tend to, and often for hauls. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get going. I got to get ready for my dance class now. I'm excited. It's a Zumba class. It's so fun. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day or night. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Pray for the Israeli-Palestine conflict if you think of it. Okay, bye you guys. Hey you guys. I'm just going to do a little grocery haul for you this evening. We're not doing like fruits and vegetables kind of stuff, we're doing like snacks and like pantry stuff. And I don't think anything's too like, I live in Egypt, so I was going to say you might see some things that are, but really most things I've purchased are things you can get anywhere, they're not specifically Egyptian. So I hope you enjoy. We are starting off with this balsamic vinaigrette or vinegar, balsamic vinegar. I like to use this in salad dressings. So that's our balsamic vinegar. I've also got some Tabasco sauce. You usually wouldn't find this at most grocery stores in Egypt, but I went to a really big grocery store where you can find kind of international products as well. So this is the Tabasco sauce. Let's just open it up. So I actually purchased all of these things, the group of items you're looking at, gifts for my husband. I'm going to be traveling to the US to see my family, and last time I did that I did something fun where I got a gift for my husband to open for each day that I would be gone, because he would be a little sad. So this kind of is fun to get to do, so I'm going to do it again this time. And he really likes Tabasco sauce and usually wouldn't purchase it, so there's that. Then we've got, this is actually something I only know of in Egypt, so maybe this is specific to Egypt, but I doubt it. Do you guys have this in your countries? It's called Morrow. It's a caramel bar, chocolate covered caramel, just caramel inside. It's actually really delicious. I really like caramel. It says nougat with caramel covered with chocolate with cocoa butter substitute. I think I keep wanting to call this a toonie because I'm wearing it in like the style that you wear like a scarf like this in India, more so than we don't really wear it like this in Egypt, but I thought it was really pretty. So this is delicious. Next, it's kind of funny. When I told him I wanted to get gifts for him again, he was like, oh, don't worry, because it's cost money and all this stuff, right? I was like, it's okay, I'll get things that you like, practical things. And he loves corn, so I kind of felt like instead of gifts, like, use toys, things you can use, like, I went for different foods. So I did my whole haul from a grocery store. I actually did that last time too because I wanted things to be like usable and stuff. I knew he would appreciate that more. So this is a can of corn. But I also got an avocado for him and it's in the refrigerator, hidden in there. So I'm going to give those on the same day. I might even like add the Tabasco into like the same day for like a little like burrito day for him. I introduced him to burritos because I love Mexican food and we don't have any in Egypt. If you are from Egypt and you know of a Mexican place, please tell me. I know there might be like some small one in like Mahadi or something like that, but I can't even find them there. That's a tourist, like a city here in Egypt that's like kind of more foreigners are there. Okay, got him some sour gummies because he likes these, so do I. These are by Haribo. I love this brand for sour candy. It's always really good. It's called Fizz Worms. Super sour fizzy gummy worms. Super sour fizzy gummy worms. It makes my mouth water just looking at them. This also reminds me of the video I did where I organised the candy aisle at a grocery store. That was so fun. It was all the candy and this brand was all over the place. So that's one fun candy for him. I'm kind of going to alternate between crinkly items and non-crinkly items. So I've got a jar of peanut butter. This is from a company here called Abu Auf. They do peanut butter, nuts, dried fruit, and like coffees and stuff like that. I get this often, so I've shown you this in grocery hauls before, but it's just like a simple natural peanut butter that's like literally just, the ingredients are like peanuts, and I think they might put salt. Let me see. I'm looking to see. I can't see well enough, but it's very good. So he really loves peanut butter like a lot, so
got him a jar of this. Okay, then another crinkly fun thing I got him was some regular gummy bears. Those crinkles are really loud. I'm going to pull them back from the mic. But you can see there's orange, white, green, red, yellow. Delicious gummy bears. B-E-A-R-S. Gummy bears. I love gummy bears. So I try to get him one thing for each day that I'm gone, but I think I'm gonna like maybe put two together once in a while in a grouping, or like leave them a note with one, things like that. Sometimes I just put like directions to something that's in the refrigerator, like the avocado. This one's funny. Olive oil is outrageously expensive in Egypt right now. Is it really expensive in the US too right now? Because it's crazy how expensive it got in the last year here. So this is actually one of the biggest gifts, olive oil. And it came like a deal, like buy this get one free. I think it was like 650 Egyptian pounds, which is something like $13 for this. Oh my gosh, when I moved here, I could get this little oil for like 150 pounds, 200 pounds. So I'll put this on one of the last days that I'm gone, because we still have a little bit of olive oil left, but for a while we didn't purchase it because it was so expensive. But then it's like so much healthier than other oils, so I find it's worth it to spend money on it. Next one's crinkly, so I'm holding it a bit back from the mic. These are little caramel nibbles, so it's caramel wrapped in chocolate again, similar to the Moro bar, but I feel like it tastes different. I mean, they're crunchier, so maybe they have some like a little more nougat inside or something. Let's see. Milk chocolate coated biscuit. Yeah, biscuit balls. It's milk chocolate coated biscuit balls with caramel flavor cream inside. So that's why. Okay, so you already like that. And then, this is one that's a fun. So this one's like 100% juice. Haven't got this for him for a while, so I thought he would enjoy a little bit of this. It's called Lama, the company, and they do 100% juice, no sugar added. So I think it's gonna get really hot here in Egypt in the next few weeks. It always gets really hot in May. We just entered May, so sometimes I do this thing where I freeze little cups of this, and it becomes like a very refreshing snack, kind of, because it's like pretty, like when it's frozen you have to get a spoon and kind of like dig at it. It's kind of like an icy or slushy kind of thing, and it's really nice for really hot days, especially if the electricity goes out. the electricity does go out quite a bit in the summers here because everyone's using air, well, not everyone. Anyone who uses air conditioning is using it, but a lot of people don't like air conditioning here. They feel it will make them sick. Because like just growing up, they didn't have that, and so it's like suddenly putting really cold air on you is super uncomfortable for people that didn't grow up with it sometimes. So, but anyone who does have it is using it. So our electricity turns off. Last summer it turned off every day for like a set period of time, anywhere between 1 and 3 hours. So it's nice to have a little bit of something cold during that time. What else? Okay, this is one more crinkly item. I think he's really gonna like this. It's got pumpkin seeds and cashew and almond, and these are like little crunchy bits. They look literally exactly like this, same size. This part's really smooth, this part's not. We have this company in Egypt, it's called Scrunch, and they just have some healthier like snacks and chocolates and stuff. It says at the bottom, nutritionally delicious. This is really cool. So, I don't know if you can see this seal, but we have a hospital in Egypt that's specifically like a children's cancer hospital, and that's the one. So they're like, I think they give a portion of their proceeds. It says, we donate 2 Egyptian pounds with every purchase. It's not a lot, but it's, hey, who cares? It's something. It adds up. And that's cool that they do that. Okay. Next. This is kind of a special thing. He doesn't buy it often, but he likes it. So this is like a jam, strawberry jam. I got him one last time and it wasn't very good apparently, so I'm hoping this one is. I like the lid. Kind of looks like a strawberry. The brand is El Boadi. Okay, and then I also got this. I'm not sure if I'm going to include this in his gift one. Maybe, it will depend. So this one, because we use this often. This is a tri-coloured quinoa pack. So a lot of Egyptians eat tons of carbohydrates. So it's a lot of rice, a lot of bread, a lot of potatoes, a lot of macaroni, pasta, like a ton. And so I was kind of trying to have some quinoa instead of those things for meals, because it's a protein and it's really, really healthy for you. So I kind of keep a pot of this in the refrigerator to substitute for rice or macaroni at like meal times, because we live with other people and we eat together. So yeah, I'll decide if I'm going to make this a gift or just put it in the little pantry. Okay, and then this is a drink. I'm hoping that he likes this. It's like it's called a malt beverage, and I've seen him purchase these once in a while. So I'm hoping he'll like it because I never paid attention enough to know like the brand. I just know that it's like these malt drinks. So hopefully he will like this. It certainly sounds good. That sounded so good. I feel like I could just do that forever. This is annoying, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't pin those. When I used to wear these regularly, I pinned them. Okay, I think this is the last item. I got him some gum because we like to have gum here and there on hand, and I thought he would enjoy some watermelon gum. We have a pack, but I'll probably bring it with me to the US, so I wanted him to have one, so I'll give this to him. There are a few other items that aren't like grocery items that I will include, but I thought I would just show you what I got in this whole version. Okay, you guys, I hope that was a bit relaxing, maybe a bit tingly, kind of fun to watch. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully in the next videos. Bye for now. Hey you guys. In this video, I'm going to be showing you everything so far that I've purchased in the US. I'm on a trip in the US and there's quite a few things that I can get here for cheaper than I can where I live in Egypt. So I thought I would show you everything I've purchased up until now. And just kind of chat with you about each of the items. So I don't have my mic. This is just recording off my phone. So it'll be a little bit different, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's relaxing. So this is by Jergens. It's called Natural Glow. And it's a face moisturizer, but it's also like it tans your skin with a natural glow. And it says gradually creates flawless, natural looking colour when used once daily. I think it does it if you use it every 3 days even. It's got SPF 20 and it actually works really, really well. I was really surprised, but I don't get a ton of sun in Egypt, so I purchased this so I wouldn't look like a vampire. Not quite, but yeah. I got this one for my face, and I have one by the same company with the same name that's for the rest of your body also, but I have another one of those at home in Egypt, so I thought I'd get one more of these. I've never done it every day. I feel like I'd be like way too tan if I used it every day though, so I don't know. Maybe I'll try sometime and see what happens. So that's the first item. I've got so much fun stuff to show you guys. Okay. This was a just for fun purchase. This is not exactly a need either, but this one, I have been watching these videos on Instagram and YouTube. I'm sure they have them on TikTok as well. Just these like restocking videos that are like ASMR. And they do these candy restocks. And I had never seen this candy before. This is like, it's called Gummy Clusters for Nerds. Nerds candy. So it's these like gummy cluster, like a gummy bit with like nerds stuck to the outside like this. And that, it just looked amazing to me when they would restock it. I was like, what is that amazing candy? And I looked in Egypt, but I couldn't find any, so I decided to pick up a pack just for fun to try them and to show you guys. I know I don't do like eating videos on my channel, but would there be any of you who would enjoy like having me do a chit chat video while I try these or something? I'm gonna say most of you wouldn't want it, but if you would, let me know. It's so like squishy. So those are going to be fun to try. I also got this, this is funny. I'm literally going to travel with this across the world. But I miss Mexican food so much, and I could technically make this, but I just don't want to take the time to. I don't have the time to. But this is a can of enchilada sauce, red enchilada sauce. I love enchilada sauce. I love enchiladas, cheese enchiladas. I love just putting it even over like tortillas filled with refried beans and cheese, and you wrap those up, cover them in this sauce and bake them. It's delicious, and I want to be able to have some more variety when I'm in Egypt, so I'm bringing back some enchilada sauce. I'm going to wrap it like in 2 Ziploc bags just in case, because that would be quite the disaster. But so this is just like a mild flavour. It's not super spicy, but I actually really love this one. So that is Los Palmas enchilada sauce. Okay, let's see. Now I've got some less cute things, including a huge box of panty liners. In Egypt we have these, but we don't get them in such a bulk amount for such a good price. And they're like super thin. I don't know. I like these more. So I always stock up on these when I'm in the US. I got these from Walmart. Most of the things here, actually it's a mix of Amazon, Walmart, and like a few Dollar Tree items as well. I like this brand, it's super cheap. So yeah, it's you. And I actually found one that was actually a bit cheaper, and it was this brand, which is I think the Walmart brand. And it had the same number, 129. So I could only find one of these. Like
there were no other boxes, which is why I got the other one. But it might be good because I don't know if these will be as good as the others. They look a little bit different. I like them when they're really thin. So those are 2 large boxes of those. And one other thing that's very practical is I got 4 packages of these. These are for cleaning your like retainers, any kind of dental stuff, and they're like these little like tabs that you pop into warm water with your retainer, and it just really cleans them. So I like to do that every day, so I wanted to purchase more of them. So I purchased a bunch of them. Actually, I'm going to open one with you. I've got 4 of them. I think I meant to purchase... No, I did mean to purchase 4. Yeah, because some are for me and some are for my husband. So let's see. Oh, okay. The whole box is just these tabs. And this was from Amazon. I'll tell you if something's from Amazon or Dollar Tree. The rest was from Walmart. This was from Amazon. And I think everything else I've shown you was from Walmart. So this is what I've got. When I travel, I will take them out of the boxes. I'll put them in large Ziploc bags so they're more like they can squish into different shapes and parts of my suitcase. And in case they get any water on them for some reason, they won't get touched by water. So if you're traveling, you can pop things like this in a Ziploc bag. All of them are here, so there's a bunch. And I love bringing Ziploc bags with me anyway, so yeah. But having like boxes can be harder to pack with because this, you have to work with the shape in that case. So I've got those. I've got so many fun things in front. Okay, one more practical thing, and we'll do a few more fun things afterwards. I always pick up some of these floss picks. Again, it's wild to think, but it's cheaper here. And I can get like a bigger bunch. When I get these in Egypt, they're like a little pack, and it ends up being more expensive than these bigger packs. So I try to stock up on things like that when I'm in the US. Again, this is Walmart. Usually I get a lot of stuff from Target, but I ended up at Walmart this time before Target, and I kind of thought the prices might be even better. So I'm going to Target still. And I did find out the Targets in my area are still open. I was told by someone in my family that the Targets in our area were closing, and I made a big deal about that. I've asked you guys several times I'm really tired. I've asked you guys several times in other videos if your Targets were closing, because that's what I was told, and I guess the family member was wrong. I don't know what's going on. The Targets are still going here, but maybe there's just been some issues with some of them closing. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But if this one is, as far as I know, still open and everything, I'm going to go and try to film a video for you guys while I'm here if I can. Okay, we need something else fun. This is fun.
This is so expensive in Egypt. If you find this treasure there, you could pay $10 for it. And I've embarrassingly done that before. I don't think it was 10. I think it was 7. That's still outrageous for a little container of cream cheese frosting, but it gets imported there, so it's more expensive. And then it also it's always like past the expiration date, or like just about to hit the expiration date. So I like to purchase these here if I make a cake or something. They're really hard to find in Egypt, by the way. It's not just that they're expensive, they're also really hard to come by. I searched for a long time and couldn't find them in any stores, and then suddenly a few months back they had a few, but they just weren't that great because they were like getting to the expiration date, and it was hard to enjoy a $7 bin of frosting. This one is also by Betty Crocker, but it's vanilla instead of the cream cheese frosting. I thought I would get one of each. Another practical item, some ibuprofen. We have something called Profen in Egypt. It's ibuprofen, but I don't know, I just find that these work really, really well, and I guess I just still prefer this container of ibuprofen. I've purchased them in Egypt before, and they worked, but they're kind of like big pink tabs. So anyway, I usually purchase one of these guys. And then this is actually a small thing from Dollar Tree. This is actually just a gift for a friend who's, we call these in Egypt, we call this ship, like a sandal or a flip-flop, more like a flip-flop. She needed some, and these were just like a funny cotton candy random like theme, and so I thought I would pick these up for her. It's actually quite a practical gift for her. She just needed some, and I wanted to grab her one because again they're cheaper here. These are not great quality, but for her purposes, they don't really need to be. They're like used as like bathroom slippers. That's what we, in Egypt, you always kind of have like these bathroom slippers that you put outside the door, and you always wear them in the restroom. So these are bathroom slippers for my friend. Dollar Tree, everything is $1.25 now. Or they do have sections with like $3 and $5 products. Which I don't love, because I just love the idea of going into the store and knowing everything is the same price and it's cheap, but you know, that's okay. This is kind of a fun one. So I'm not bringing this one back to Egypt. Everything else is for bringing back. This one is actually to use while I am here. I do a party with all the little ones in my life that are in the US that I miss very much when I'm in Egypt. And so I do a party with them when I come back to visit. And we always have a theme for our parties. We have had the pink party, the red party, the Egypt party, the orange restaurant party, the
Was the next one Willy Wonka? I think so. Willy Wonka party, and this time is our Disneyland party. It's theme Disneyland. They choose the themes. You probably picked up on that. I feel like I might be missing one. I don't think so. Oh. Anyhow, I think that means it's kind of like easy to count my trips back to the US by counting the parties. But I thought I wanted to make them churros, because you know when you go to Disneyland and you get those amazing churros that you can't get anywhere else, that great of a churro. I searched high and wide for like frozen churros that I could make. Couldn't find them. So I decided to get this from Walmart. They had this cinnamon churro flavored cornbread mix. And I am just going to like make up the batter, and then I'm going to fry it and just see what happens. And it's probably not going to work out, but it will still be kind of fun and they will love it. So I also purchased, so I'm not going to show them to you because they're frozen and in the freezer at the moment, but I purchased, you know, those lovely like thick pretzels you get at theme parks. I purchased a pack of frozen thick pretzels too, so we'll have that and fake churros. And I mean, if it doesn't work, we'll just bake the rest of it and have churro cornbread. You just add water and an egg. I'll probably do a little more research before trying to see like what mixture you would actually use to make churros, because it's obviously not this. And see if I can use this mixture that they put in here to kind of create some kind of not dough, but like the liquid that you like spray, you like squeeze it out like a pastry almost, and then into boiling oil to fry it, you know. Anyhow, we'll see how that goes. That's an experiment. I actually have this a big one that I got from Amazon. These are shoes, and I'll show them to you. I'm actually going to return this pair because they kind of, so I'm a dancer and I really go through shoes. I usually try to get a new pair of shoes like this once a year. I do like Zumba classes and stuff like that, so that's why it's a tennis shoe. It's like hip hop and like Latin styles of dance, and so I thought this one might be good because it was called like Cloud Phone by Adidas, but I just don't think it's gonna work as well as like a running shoe. I did some research. I thought this would be fine, but when I got it, I was like, I don't know if this is really going to do the trick. So, I actually am going to return these. I've put in for the return, so I'm going to bring them to like a UPS nearby, where I can do like a free return. And I already purchased a new shoe online, so on Amazon as well. So I'm going to turn these back in. So I don't want to tap on them too much because they're not mine, but yeah, this is what I got, and I'm going to change them out for another style that is more like a fitting for what I use it for. But it's a nice box. Okay, next, not so glamorous, huge amount of tampons. I always get a huge amount of tampons, but my last trip here when I went to Target, which is where I usually purchase my tampons from when I'm here, they didn't have any of the Target brand. They had like
other expensive brands, but I don't like those. I just want to get the like Target brand, the like cheap brand. That's all I need. They didn't have them last time, any. So it's okay because I had already stocked up quite a bit and I had still a lot in Egypt. But this time I knew I needed to grab some more. So that was actually one of the reasons I did go to Walmart instead of Target initially, because I couldn't find what I needed last time. I also couldn't find this. They usually carry this brand at Target, and I couldn't find them last time, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But definitely the tampons. So I literally have 4 boxes of these, and they are currently holding up my ring light. One more practical item while we're at it. I always get a lot of cold medicine, also from Target, and they didn't have that at Target last time either. I am now remembering why I went to Walmart this time. Just a bunch of things that I usually get, they didn't have. And that's why I also kind of, when I was told the Target was closing down, I wondered, you know, if they were slowly like taking items out of stock, and wasn't sure. So super happy to find these because they work so well when I have a cold. When I feel a sore throat, even like possibly coming into my life, just the possibility of like that little bad feeling in the throat, I just immediately take one, which is half a dose. You're supposed to take 2, and then I just take 1 every 4 hours instead of 2 every 6 hours. And majority of the time I like don't have cold symptoms because it just keeps it contained. Don't follow my advice, I'm not a doctor. That's just what I do with my cold medicine. And yeah, it just works a bit better than 2 every 6 hours, because I guess my body is maybe, I don't know, the medicine, it's very effective, so I don't need 2, I just need 1. But I just take it slightly closer together, because it's always around 4 hours that you start to feel the symptoms come again, and then you just take it before the symptoms start coming on too much, because otherwise you're stuck with those symptoms, really. Anyway, this is non-drowsy daytime cold and flu. I've got 4 packs of these, and each one has 48 soft gels, and I think they were each about $8, which is a better price than what Target had previously, so that's good. Okay, then this is a fun one, another candy. So this is a gift for a friend of mine. I brought back dots. These are from the dot. Wait, no, these are also from Walmart. But previously I bought them at Dollar Tree and brought them back, and a friend of mine really liked them, so I've got a pack for them again. But they had assorted lemonade flavor, which sounds really good. They didn't have the regular flavor. They just had this one, so I went for it, and I'm excited though because it has strawberry lemonade, lemonade limeade, blue raspberry lemonade, and cherry lemonade. I want to look at the ingredients. Okay, so some of my friends, I was hanging out with them actually the last time that I was here,
And they're two of my best friends, and they have two little ones who are two of my, I call littles, you know, of this group of little ones. The two of them. One of which I raised from 3 months to 3 years. She was with me all the time. So I'm really close with them. Anyway, it was really funny. We were sitting around the dinner table with a bunch of friends, and I think, oh yeah, we were making gingerbread houses. That's what it was. So we had like lots of different candies. And one of the little boys, who at the time was 4 years old, maybe had just turned 5. He looks at one, he's like, "This has red dye 40 in it." I'm like, "It has red 40 in it." And I was like, "Sorry, what?" And then his parents started to tell me about this red 40, which is in a lot of the candies, which apparently is very bad for us. I need to maybe learn a bit more about that, because I had no idea. I mean, I know I don't eat candy like this too often, just because it's like just sugar, but I do really like candy, and I have a couple here, like I showed you. I'm sure this has it too. Let's see. These are the Neds. It's got added colour: red 40, yellow 5, red 40 lake, yellow 5 lake, blue 2 lake, wow, yellow 6. I have no idea what all these things are, but apparently they're not great. And other countries don't necessarily have them in their food, I found out. So do you guys know anything about that? I heard they're like trying to take it out of some of our candies. Anyway, I don't know much about it, but it was hilarious because one of my friend's kids just like blurted that out about one of the candies and said, "I can't put this on my gingerbread house because it has red dye 40 or something." Hilarious. So, yeah. But those friends are pretty like, I guess, health conscious. And I mean, like, in a good way, but maybe sometimes a little overboard. So I'm not sure. What do you guys know about this? Tell me what you know about it. Okay, this is another one. But did I put it? Okay, I guess it's here. I also purchased cough drops here. We have cough drops in Egypt. They're holes, but they don't have like methanol in them. They kind of are like mint flavored, but they don't have the like same stuff that I can't speak tonight. Our holes have for some reason in Egypt. It says here you can compare to holes here. But the one we have in Egypt for some reason doesn't have, I don't know, the same properties that this does. It's in you can purchase it in the candy section, if that tells you anything. In Egypt. So I get these honey lemon cough drops. They're just like, you know, huge amount. What is this? 140. And I have 2 bags of them that I got. I think each bag's around $7. So I always grab a few packs of these. And they come in really handy. Okay, I'm looking all around me. Oh, this is a really fun one. This is from Dollar Tree. And it's just a little pack of crafting paper. There are 24 sheets and 12 designs. Each are 6 inches by 6 inches. And this is a gift for one of the little ones in Egypt that loves to do DIY projects. And I thought she would really enjoy this and have fun with it. So I've purchased this for her. You can see all the designs: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I also decided to grab some taco seasoning mix. These were like 50 cents each at Walmart. I purchased actually a taco seasoning that I found at a shop in Egypt recently, but it was just not good at all. It just didn't have the pizzazz that it needed, and it was hard to find also. So I needed to grab some of these. I probably should have purchased even more. But like I said, we don't have any Mexican food really in Egypt at all. And if you happen to live in Egypt and know of any good Mexican place that's like really, really good Mexican food, not just like you know what I mean, like really actually Mexican food, please tell me where it is. I'm wondering if there's something in Maadi. If you live in Egypt, you might know Maadi. But that's the only place I can think of that it might be that I don't go there often. But I did find one Chinese restaurant that was quite authentic there, and I was excited about, so maybe they would have something. But this is from Walmart. And then I've got some Band-Aids, because it's also really hard to find good Band-Aids in Egypt. You can purchase them at any pharmacy, but if you ever need like waterproof or like these really like almost like fabric like Band-Aids, this was my husband's request because he was like shocked I brought back some Band-Aids one time last trip, and he needed a Band-Aid one day and he was like, what is this magic? Ours fall off immediately. So I got one of the fabric ones, which I've already opened because I needed to use it. And yeah, they're just really, really good. And then I also got a pack of waterproof Band-Aids. Box sounds so good. Okay, and then here's this. Okay, this is where the story was funny. So I go over to my friend's home, the one that has the kid that just talked about the red 40, and I was like, what candy can I bring for them? This will be fun. I'll bring some candy for them. I didn't remember that conversation at all. And I just thought it would be fun to like grab something when I went over to hang out with them, because we sometimes play games and have a little snack, a candy or ice cream. And I brought this. And when I opened it, I was like, guys, I brought you some Twizzlers. The Twizzler bites specifically. And I looked at their faces and they're like, great idea, except... And then I was like, oh my gosh, I had like a flashback of that moment. It was like, red dye 40, and they're like, yeah, sorry about that. So I literally purchased a giant pack of the thing that they are like very not into, and it says, yeah, artificial color red 40. What are the other ingredients? The first ingredient, corn syrup, enriched wheat flour, which has a group of ingredients and parentheses, then sugar, cornstarch, 2% less of palm oil, salt, natural and artificial, artificial flavor, citric acid, and then the artificial color red 40, mineral oil, and lecithin. So it's by the Hershey company. Interesting. Anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. So curious. I love these. They're so good. It's like so chewy. The little bites of chewy licorice, but it's not, it's specifically Twizzler. And you know, Twizzlers are very different from licorice, but I like the waxiness of them. I love them. But now I'm scared to eat them. Okay. And I'm looking around, I think last but not least, I purchased 2 of these from Dollar Tree. The licorice or Twizzlers were from Walmart as well. So with the Band-Aids, like I said, everything else, unless I specify, was from Walmart. But I haven't purchased this in years, and I was super excited when I saw it. I used to use it all the time when I was in the US. It's called Miracle Nail. It's a simple, clear coat of polish, but it's really strong, it's really good, and it's, again, cheaper than what I can usually get in Egypt. So I purchased 2 packs of these. You know what, I should probably purchase more of them, because I use them as a bottom and top coat all the time with my nails. So, and I go through it quite quickly. But yeah, I've got a couple. So I think that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this haul. I probably will purchase more things while I'm here, but I wanted to show you what I've gotten. I hope it was a bit relaxing for you as well. I love you guys so much, and bye for now. Hey you guys. In this video, I'm going to be doing like a little tapping and scratching haul for you of all the things that I purchased at the grocery store. So it's like food products as well as a few like body care products and stuff like that. I'm just going to tell you about each thing and softly speak with you while we listen to the sounds of some of these items. It just sounds so good. I love the sound of this Nescafe bottle. So this is a container for Nescafe. I actually don't drink coffee myself, but this is for my husband. And he likes this one. So it's Nescafe Gold. Nescafe Gold. It says rich aroma and smooth taste. So we live in Egypt, and you're going to see Arabic on all the products as well as English. So here, got some Arabic down here. It says it's intensity 7. I have no idea what that means because I don't drink coffee, like I said. Maybe you guys know what that means. It's got the preparation instructions and the ingredients. And then just a few other little bits here and there. Oh, I like that. Listen to the way it sounds when you open it. I love it. I don't know why, but that's just so... It's got like a little pop. It's like made really well. I guess you could say it feels high quality in terms of containers. pops right into place. So you can add water and sugar, hot water obviously. Ooh. You can kind of see there's lines going along the plastic top here, and they're going this direction, so they're scratching this direction, kind of nice. This way you can't hear as much, but you're going against the grain this way. Sounds really nice. There's like a little design in the glass that I think is kind of sexy. I don't know why. It's that weird way to describe a glass. I don't know, it looks very sexy. The whole thing is kind of sexy, don't you think? Sleek. And back here, I think it kind of loses the indent kind of right around here and here. It's so funny, I've always really liked the smell of coffee. Not always, but I'd say most of the time, like I've not just like been like, oh, there's a coffee smell. Like it sometimes smells really good, but like the flavor, I just don't like it. I was just saying this in another video. I think the ASMR box organization video, something came up about coffee, and I was talking about one of my first jobs was working in a coffee house as a barista, and I don't even like coffee. But the funny thing is, we found out most of the people that worked there, we started asking around one day when the topic came up and realized most people that work here flat out don't like coffee. They did have ice cream at that place though, and that was crazy delicious. This special ice cream. It was so unbelievably delicious. I can't remember the name of the specific type. It was like a family-owned business in that area that supplied the ice cream, so I can't remember the name. Okay, I need to move to the next item, but that just sounded so good. Okay, let's see what next. I want to give you a different sound. Okay. This is a box of cornflakes, but it's not like the same brand that we have in the US. It's called Timis, and here it just says in Arabic. It just also says Timis. I can do that for you. So T Z. So this box has this like 20% sticker on it, but usually they don't. And I have to say, I don't eat cereal with milk, but I love cereal just like by itself. It's more like a dessert, or it's like a treat, you know, like cereals. Some really good cereals. But this one is just like a plain cornflake, but it's like really, really crunchy, like extremely crunchy. It's so good, and I just eat it as a snack sometimes. Again, this is one for my husband, really. He actually eats it with milk, but I just have it as a snack once in a while. They have a lot of different cereals from this brand here in Egypt. This is the only cereal that we have, or have ever gotten, really. We also, in Egypt, we don't have like
you know, 200 kinds of cereal. There's usually, I mean, the aisle, if it's like a really big store, it's got international things in this store, you might be able to find 10 to 15 different kinds of cereal, and a lot of them will be like imported from the US, so you could find like some of the popular US brands of cereal. I don't know a lot about it, but like you could find like Cheerios. Could we find Cheerios here? No, I think they have like a really special ones, like it'll be like Oreo by like a big cereal company. I don't know the names of cereal companies, obviously. But yeah, we just have like a few. In most stores you'd get like 5 at most different kinds of cereal. So it's not like a big thing here as much as it is in the US, man. You can just like walk into a grocery store and the cereal aisle is like, it's like its own store in and of itself. Okay, I'm going to tap next on this gum that I purchased. It's Trident gum. Ooh, that's a long T there. And it's strawberry flavour. It's my first time getting this strawberry flavour. I usually get their watermelon one. I actually have it here too. I'm going to show you to you in a moment. So I bet it's going to be delicious. I never actually purchased gum in the US either. Like, that's another funny thing about I buy gum in Egypt all the time. But I would never have paid for this in the US. They're so expensive in the US. I mean, I guess they're considered expensive here too, but for me they're not as expensive here. As they often are in the US. So it's kind of like, to me it feels like a luxury. Buying gum to me feels like a luxury. I was like, I never did that before. I feel like that's a bit loud, the mic's over here. Strawberry Trident. Okay, next I'm gonna go with this loaf of bread. This bread is baked fresh daily from the store that we go to, and it's so good. Oh yeah, it even says there, baked daily, freshness guaranteed. The name of the store is called COD. It's from since 1938. These stores are all over Egypt. It's kind of, I would call it a bit of a fancier grocery store. We don't buy our fruits and vegetables there. We buy things that like we can't get like in our area basically. So we purchase this when we go into like another area where my dance classes are, and we go there maybe once, twice a week and pick up things like this. So it's kind of like specialty items that we get there. It smells so good. It's so soft and chewy, and you pull it apart. Oh my goodness. My mouth is watering just talking about it. Sometimes they come in like little squares, kind of like Hawaiian rolls, and then sometimes they come in these longer strips. What have they got down here? They've got the like bakery stuff, so they do a lot of like baked goods in this store. You can purchase lots of delicious like little cakes and croissants, and they sometimes have like donuts. Egypt doesn't have donuts. There's one place that you can find a real donut, and that is Krispy Kreme. If you're ever in Egypt and you want a donut, we just got Krispy Kreme here like within the last few years, and I'm so happy because I can finally find a real donut. We literally have Dunkin' Donuts here. It's all over the place, but the donuts don't taste like donuts. Okay, they're not like fried the way we fry them. It's like you get them and it's like bread with like the donut icing on top, and I can't. It's not it's not a donut. So I was like super happy when they brought Krispy Kreme, and now it's like in all the malls. You find it. You can find it all over the place now. Maybe it's been here longer than that and I just didn't realise, but I'm pretty sure I've noticed it's like new in most places, like, and I didn't see it the first like year and a half I was here, and I was searching for donuts. So okay, so this is just I just love this container. It's so beautiful. It looks beautiful for the fall too, just this burnt orange colour. Looks nice with my kidney bean nails. I've been calling them my kidney bean nails because, well, there you go, it looks like a kidney bean. I cooked with kidney beans today, so the resemblance was very easily noticed when I was cooking. I love kidney beans though. Okay, so this is by L'Oreal Paris. Elvive Extraordinary Oil Jojoba. I have no idea what this is. I don't know anything about shampoo. I just buy the like shampoos that I think might be good. I do try to get like something decent because I have used shampoos that just are like very dry, make your hair very dry. But I don't usually care about the brand. For years I've used Pantene. I know that it's not supposedly like these kinds of brands are not natural, but see, I just know nothing about that stuff, so I just use any shampoo I can find that's like a decent price and looks like it's moisturizing. So this is Intense Nourishing Shampoo. And it says for very dry hair. I don't think I have very dry hair, but I just thought it would be good to add some moisture. Let's see. It's cute. They've just got right here, this word here. So Arabic is written from right to left. That just says shampoo. Like it says shampoo, like there's no translated, there isn't like a word in Arabic for shampoo. It's just shampoo, but like written with the Arabic letters. And it's funny because in Arabic we don't have a P sound, we only have B. So it actually says shampoo. Shampoo. It says very dry hair, question mark. You need intense nutrition. Our shampoo with rich jojoba oil replenishes hair lipids to transform your hair into extraordinary. And then it's got a few bullet points. Incredible softness and shine. Perfect discipline? What? Apply on wet hair, massage your scalp and rinse. Does that say perfect discipline? I don't understand. You need intense nutrition. Our shampoo with rich jojoba oil replenishes hair lipids to transform your hair into extraordinary. Incredible softness and shine. Perfect discipline. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this because I feel crazy. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to anyone? Because it doesn't make sense to me. That this does not, it doesn't match. Anyway, moving on. Apply and wet hair, massage your scalp and more sustainable. Our new bottle is made of 100% recyclable plastic and is 100% recyclable. Okay, yeah, we're dealing with some weird stuff now. Maybe. I want to find where this was made. Let's see if I can find it. It might have been for more information. Anyway, sometimes things say funny stuff here. But this is a L'Oreal brand, so that wouldn't make sense to me. But usually things would be like, the English would not be messed up, but maybe it is. So it's formulated by L'Oreal Laboratories, but made in Egypt by L'Oreal Cosmetics Industry. So that's probably why. Very beautiful though. I love this like gold thing here. Okay. Oh, let's smell it. Oh my goodness, it smells delicious. It's got like some summer coconut vibes going on. That's really nice. Sorry for all the honking. I feel like there's a lot of extra honking tonight. Extra honking. There's always honking. Okay, another bath product while we're on that one. I picked up some Sensodyne. I have really sensitive teeth because I eat way too much lemon. I've cut it down recently, like in the last few years, because my teeth is, I have one tooth in particular that's quite sensitive because I love lemon. So I had to cut down, but I still use Sensodyne. Okay, so it says daily sensitivity protection and strong teeth and healthy gums. Dentist recommended brand Sensodyne. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. One of my family members as a kid, when he was brushing his teeth, memorized the back of the toothpaste container. And it was just kind of one of those funny party tricks where, like, when someone's like, do you have any weird talents? He'd just be like, spit out the long bit on the back of the toothpaste bottle. And this is someone older than me, so, an older generation too. So when I got older, for one of his birthdays, I memorized the back of the toothpaste bottle, the same kind that he had. It was Crest. Let's see if I can do it. Crest has been shown to be an effective decay preventive dentifrice that can be of significant value when used in a conscientiously applied program of oral hygiene and regular professional care. Yeah, I still got it. And he just like fell over laughing because that was like his birthday gift. I mean, hopefully I gave something else, but maybe not. For him, that would be like the greatest thing. He's got a really funny sense of humor, so me standing up and just saying that was like the greatest day of his week. I've told stories about this older Italian gentleman before on my channel. My family member that's the older Italian gentleman, that's how I refer to him. It's him. Hilarious. Just hilarious. Okay, next I've got a nice bottle of peanut butter. This is the brand here that I like, peanut butter, because it's a natural peanut butter, so it's just the peanuts and salt. And it's by a company called Abu Auf. This company is super famous in Egypt. Maybe it's famous in other places too, but it's all over Egypt, and we don't have it in the US. They sell tons of different kinds of nuts and nut butters and dried fruits, coffee, things like that. Kind of some like dried like cracker snacks and things too. Interesting though, like I don't feel their nuts are the best quality of all the options we have in Egypt, but I do love their peanut butter the most. It's creamy, and it's the natural kind where again there's no like sugars added or anything like that, but it's also kind of nice because you don't have to, it doesn't separate, the oil doesn't separate, so you don't have to do the whole stirring process. Let's see if there's anything here. Separation of oil from the butter is an indication of good quality. So if you see it separating, that's, they're trying to say that's not a bad thing. No artificial flavors or colors. I love that allergy. It contains peanut. Yeah, ingredients: roasted peeled peanuts. Oh, it doesn't even include salt. It's just the peanuts. So no salt, just peanuts ground up. And to be totally honest with you, I don't get this kind because I love the flavour of it the most. I get it because it's healthier. Like Jif, just a regular Jif peanut butter, that's like a dessert for me. It's so good when you add it to like, I don't know, like eat a piece of chocolate with dipped in some of that. Or like honestly like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when you use Jif in like a strawberry jelly or something on like a white bread, that's like dessert. It's so good. I haven't had that for a long time, but my friend that I've talked about many times, and my friend lives in France with the twin boys, she makes that often for them. They're like 6 years old now. Oh, those little nuggets, I miss them so much. And their baby sister now. Yeah, so she makes that for them sometimes, and sometimes she'll like be like, "Do you want one?" I'm like, "Sure," and I eat it, and she's like, "This is glorious. What is this magic?" So yeah, I get this for the healthiness of it. It's not. I'm not just like, "Wow, this tastes amazing." And I mean, it's good, but. I'm going to get the next things, but they're in the freezer, so give me a second here, okay? Okay, I grabbed the things that were in the freezer, one of which you might be surprised was in the freezer. My husband loves these, and I thought he would enjoy. I was picking some stuff up, and I got one for him, just as like a surprise actually, because he usually doesn't get these, but he loves them. And he puts them in the freezer, and it's like ice cream. So it's a Greek yogurt with mixed berries. It's got 12 grams of protein. Greek yogurt has more protein than, standard yogurt. Look at the ice. The nutritional information. Yeah, 12 grams of protein, that's really good. Let's see, does it have the sugar? Where's the sugar? Maybe there's no sugar added? It says no preservatives, it says real berries, no artificial sweeteners. Oh, okay, so there's no sugar added. That's quite good. Moving little faster with the frozen things for obvious reasons. Broccoli. I love broccoli. I guess you don't hear people say that every day, but there's this Italian salad that I grew up eating. I've talked about it many times on my channel. Well, my family calls it lemon salad. We usually eat it with lettuce, and it's just lemon oil and salt, and it's so refreshing and so delicious. But we also make it with broccoli. So I often pick up a pack of broccoli, and this is like already cooked and then frozen, so it's kind of cool. You can just pop it under some cold water and it will like defrost and still be like chilled and cold, and then just add some lemon, mazola oil is my favorite to add, and salt. My mouth's watering again. So this is the broccoli. Again, this is another word where it literally just says broccoli. So the word in Arabic that people use is just broccoli, written in Arabic. This is ka-la-i. I also love roasted broccoli, where you just drizzle some like olive oil and salt and put it in the oven, or just oil and salt on the pan, like saute it. It's just so good. Okay, show you the back. I like this packaging. I like the like green and the black. It just looks quite clean. And I like those colours together. Look, you can see my real nail. See that? This last item is the best item, in my opinion. Dark chocolate. So, my husband and I have been watching this show on Netflix recently called From. It's like, it reminds me of Lost, if you've ever seen Lost, a show from a long time ago. It might be on Netflix also though now. And I think the main actor was in that Lost as well. Anyway, we really enjoy it. It's kind of like a thriller. It's got some horror to it. I do this thing where when there's anything horror related, I put my waffle up, which means I do this and I put it in front of my eyes so I only see portions of the screen. But the mystery of it and trying to solve like what's going on here, it's so good for those purposes. So anyway, that said, we've been having a little bit of dark chocolate each evening as we've watched an episode or 2 or 3. And it's been this dark chocolate recently. It's 70% cocoa, and it's by a company, the brand is Ion. And this in Egypt right now is £114, which is equivalent to about $2.15 or so, which is kind of expensive. I feel like that's another thing. It's the same as like the gum thing. Oh, you know what? I never showed you the other gum. I need to do that. I never showed you the watermelon flavour. So here it is. But yeah, it's kind of like the same sort of thing with gum. I never would have bought like a bar of chocolate like this in the US, except to tap on it. I did that for videos sometimes because they're really expensive. But I was buying like way too many Skittles, and I was eating those as my like dessert or fun thing to eat, and I was like, oof, I should probably stop eating so many Skittles. So I tried to be a little healthier with the dark chocolate. And it satisfies, but it's okay. It's good to pay a little more for the healthy snack, dessert if possible, I guess. Man, I'm all over the place. Yes, okay, so we're watching From, eating our dark chocolate. I need to make another video for you guys with like chit-chatting with you about Netflix shows that I've been watching and giving you recommendations. There've been a lot of good ones recently, but that's one of them. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being with me for this video. If you'd like another chocolate tapping video, I haven't done one for quite some time. I used to do bars of chocolate often. The bars of chocolate where you can get decent, like a good price for chocolate is Trader Joe's. If you have Trader Joe's where you live, you can get these giant bars for like $5. Maybe they're more now, but like they're big. And they're like $5, you know, like you can only get like 2.5 of these for $5, whereas those they last longer. And it's dark chocolate also, but we don't really have a cheaper option here. This was the cheap option. So okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.